Right friends, welcome back to revision session. This is a 12th session, and as I have already told you, some of the current affairs modules will be reduced during the next 4 weeks, but I will try to cover everything. I will not skip anything, but the overall number of modules will be reduced. And now let us look at the 12th revision class. I tried to include some of the new terms, and some old terms are there, and this is also mixed. And you see the first one, difference between USSD and SMS, unstructured supplementary service data, USSD and SMS. What is the difference? This is potential question. I have listed various points for differentiating between USSD and SMS. USSD is a menu based service which runs as a real time open session between application and the end user. So, it works on the real time basis. USSD texts and interactions are not stored in the mobile. This is second thing. Third thing is it can have up to 182 characters, and here circuit connection can be retained during the data exchange. So, this is about USSD. If you look at SMS, SMS is stored and forward technology. It is a stored and forward technology, and SMS content remains stored in the mobile phone memory. SMS is limited to 160 characters, and to complete the service multiple sessions must be carried out. Here only a store and forward system is provided for the data transmission. So, these are the basic differences between USSD and SMS. Please do not forget. Look at the next one, circular economy. This is quite recently in the news. Several articles are appearing in magazines like The Economist. Circular economy, this is opposite of linear economy. Whatever the economy we are following is a linear economy. Linear economy means manufacture this product and dispose this after the use is over. So, here it is a take the raw material, make it, dispose it off. But whereas in circular economy what happens, inputs as well as wastes, emissions as well as energy leakage all will be minimized. So, in circular economy inputs will be minimized, wastes will be recycled, emissions will be minimized, energy leakage will be minimized. Or the example is shifting from fossil fuels to the use of renewable energy is one example of this circular economy. So, the role of diversity as a characteristic of resilient and productive systems, and here the traditional model, whatever we are following, the traditional model was developed with no built-in tendency to recycling. So, in the circular economy, what are the main traits? The first one is shift from fossil fuels to renewable energy. The second one is recycling of the products. If some product useful life is completed, it is to be recycled. Then emissions are to be reduced. Then energy leakages are to be arrested. So, these are the traits of circular economy, and it was first raised by two British economists, and it is optimizing systems rather than components. Right now the world is becoming waste reservoir. So, the present economy or a linear economy is treating environment as a waste reservoir, and this circular economy will take this into account. Then blue economy. Few years ago there was a book written by Gunter Pauli, and he is serial entrepreneur, author and initiator of blue economy. And Pauli initiated JERI, Zero Research Emissions Institute. Please listen carefully. Zero Research Emissions Institute, JERI, was initiated by Mr. Pauli, and here JERI got wide network of around 3000 scientists, professors and intellectuals, and his book Blue Economy, this is the book, his book The Blue Economy was originally reported to Club of Rome. What is Club of Rome? Club of Rome is the global think tank. Sometimes a question may be asked on this. Club of Rome is a global think tank which deals with a variety of international issues, including world economic system, climate change and environmental degradation. On all these issues, this is global think tank. And the concept of blue economy was first given by Gunter Gauli to Club of Rome. And what are the objectives here? Stimulating entrepreneurship while setting up new and higher standards towards sustainability. So, sustainable economy, that means entrepreneurship must be interconnected with higher standards towards sustainability, right. Then he set the goal, blue economy, to be a business model to create 100 million jobs and sustainable capital value through 100 innovations in 2010-2020 decade, right. So, this is all about blue economy, and here the blue economy concept is basically entrepreneurship is to be stimulated by setting up new and higher standards towards sustainability. So, entrepreneurship and sustainability of environment both must be combined, that is the concept of blue economy, right. So, circular economy has got some sort of 4-5 aspects inbuilt into it, what we have discussed, right. Then blue bonds is into the news. Seychelles is the government. Seychelles announced that it plans to issue sovereign bond named blue bond, and to protect the marine resources. And sometimes this term blue bond is used to develop the water transport in inland areas also, and I am explaining this in the context of this protecting marine resources. Seychelles government during 2016 announced that it is issuing sovereign bond named blue bond, and it is going to issue with the funding from Global Environment Facility, and it developed detailed management plan for protecting the marine fisheries in Mahé Plateau. So, here fisheries are facing increased pressure due to rising sea temperatures, ocean acidification, deterioration of biodiversity. In fact, what is the meaning of ocean acidification? How it is affecting the marine resources? I am going to cover in Q&A today. I am asking one question on this, and I am going to cover about this ocean acidification. This is one major issue. Then deterioration of biodiversity, habitat loss and worsening pollution. So, fisheries are facing this. Hence, there is a need for innovative and constructive transformation in order to empower the people. So, blue economy is the concept which ocean ecosystems provide efficient, equitable and sustainable economic and social benefits, right. So, this is about blue economy. So, blue bonds, sorry, this is about blue bonds, we are discussing about blue bonds. So, blue bonds are the bonds which are meant for protecting the marine resources, right. So, this is about Seychelles government what we have discussed. Then look at the next one, algo trading. This is quite often in the news. It is the process of using the computers. What is meant by algo trading? Algo trading as well as high frequency trading, these two must be clear in your mind. In fact, out of all the trades conducted by NSE and BSE, maybe around 13-14% of NSE and 7% of BSE are of algo trading. Algo trading is the use of computers programmed to follow defined set of instructions. When so and so conditions are met, please active. That means, what I mean to say is, it is automatic trading, black box trading or algo trading, one and the same if you call by whatever name. And here what happens is, instructions are placed in order to generate profits. So, preset instructions, if so and so stock reaches so and so place, please purchase those stocks. Such and such algorithm is inbuilt into the system, that is algo trading, and the speed and frequency is impossible to follow for a human trader. Here the set of rules are based on timing, price, quantity or any mathematical model. So, here one advantage of algo trading is because of algo trading two things are happening. One is the market is becoming more liquid because of preset guidelines, automatically it activates. Second one is trading is becoming more systematic, right, because of the preset conditions. And here the greatest portion of present day algo trading is high frequency trading. So, algo trading is mathematical algorithm is built into the system. When so and so conditions are met, please go ahead, please participate in the trading. That is the meaning of algo trading or algorithm trading or black box trading or automated trading, right, whatever name you call it. But going ahead, the greatest portion of this algo trading is high frequency trades. Look into this. High frequency trades is a part of algorithm trading. Here powerful computers are used to transact large number of orders at very fast speeds. It analyzes multiple market conditions and execute orders based on market conditions. Here the traders with the fastest execution capability computers. The traders with the fastest execution tradability computers, if the computers are the fastest, then they will be benefited. So, the traders with the fastest executions are more profitable than traders with slower execution speeds. So, what is meant by high frequency trading means directly built into the computer system. If so and so stock reaches a so and so price, then please purchase lakhs of shares. Then what happens? Within millisecond, all these shares are purchased. Then common man like you and me cannot purchase that stock at that point of time. So, advantage is in fact market liquidity, but what are the disadvantages? The disadvantages are it replaces a large number of stock brokers, at the same time taking human decision and interaction out of the trade. If I want to purchase, by the time I decide, high frequency trading takes place and the share price may change. So, decisions happen in milliseconds and this could result in big market moves. So, it allows large companies to profit at the expense of smaller ones. So, because of this high frequency trading, large companies will be benefited, not small companies. The companies which have got capability of investing in this big computers, the capability of investing in the manpower who can write high mathematical models will be benefited. Right friends, we discussed about algo trading, high frequency trading, and let us look at biopesticides. This is quite frequently into the news. Biopesticides are certain type of pesticides. Pesticides, we normally use chemical pesticides. Pesticides, what happens because of these pesticides, not only the insects, but also human beings, other animals, at the same time other plants, all are affected. So, as to prevent that, now there is lot of discussion going on with regard to biopesticides. So, these are certain types of pesticides derived from such natural materials such as animals, plants, bacteria and certain minerals. Canola oil and baking soda, please understand, canola oil and baking soda have pesticidal applications and are considered as biopesticides. So, with the spraying of this biopesticides, I have given the advantages, we will come to it a little while from now. And neem tree is another example. Neem tree also has got the properties and which can be used as biopesticide. Then daisy plant was used centuries ago as a lice remedy in the Middle East. So, another important aspect is in the horticulture crops during the year, there is a news item that nematodes are used as biopesticide. Nematodes are nothing but roundworms. So, if someone is talking about biopesticides, these are the pesticides derived from natural materials like animals, plants, bacteria and certain minerals. Canola oil and baking soda have pesticidal applications and considered as biopesticides. And at the same time, do not forget nematodes. And what are the advantages? They are less toxic than conventional pesticides. Second one is they generally act on the target pest and closely related organisms. If you spray conventional pesticides, they will destroy everything, but these biopesticides, they act on the target pest only. Then they are often effective in very small quantities. Very small quantities are required, and another important aspect is they decompose quickly. Then they avoid pollution related problems. So, these are all the advantages of biopesticides. Look at the Nakshe portal. I will take only few seconds on this. This is unveiled by the Ministry of Science and Technology in view of 250 years of completion of Survey of India. Survey of India we discussed last week, completed 250 years, and this Nakshe portal was launched by the Ministry of Science and Technology, and topographic maps, open series maps containing natural and man-made geographical features including terrain or geography are prepared by Survey of India, and these maps are available for free download from this Nakshe web portal in PDF format on 150,000 scale, 1:50,000 scale, right. These two are important points. If you look at this portal, then ePashu Hart, this is in fact launched on National Milk Day. ePashu Hart portal was launched for the first time in the world under the scheme National Mission on Bovine Productivity. What is meant by bovine? Bovine means cattle. This portal has been developed for connecting breeders and farmers regarding the availability of bovine germ plas. So, here this portal, through this portal, breeders or farmers can sell and purchase breeding stock, information on all types of germplasm such as semen, embryos and live animals with all the agencies and the stakeholders. So, this is basically will be very much beneficial as far as breeding is concerned, and farmers will be aware about availability of quality disease free bovine germplasm, right. So, here India has the largest bovine population in the world at around 200 million cattle, 14% of the world cattle population in India, and India is 53% of world buffalo population, please do not forget. Then zero based budgeting, our conventional budgeting looks at incremental increase. Last year 100 crores allotment, this year increase it by 5%, 10%, and we do not bother about whether it is required, whether it is benefiting the society, whether it is really required or not. And now zero based budgeting, the concept is, it is the budgeting where all the expenses are to be justified for the new period. So, for each and every function it starts from zero. And it will be analyzed for its need and costs. So, it is based on the needs and it does not look at whether the budget is higher than last year or lesser than last year. Then it allows the strategic goals to be implemented to specific functional areas, and it can lower the costs by avoiding blanket increases or decreases. This is about zero based budgeting. If you look further, in traditional budgeting what happens? People look at incremental increase over last year. Mahatma Gandhi Narega, last year so and so, this year whether increased or decreased. Here traditional budgeting analyzes only new expenditure, whereas in the zero based budgeting it starts from zero and calls for justification of old expenditure as well as new expenditure, right. So, it puts the responsibility on the administration to justify the expenses. Next one is transfer price. This Hyundai is headquartered in Korea and its a subsidiary, let us say in India it is there. So, if there is a subsidiary in India, if it sells car to its headquarters, if the subsidiary sells cars to its headquarters or parent company. So, when the subsidiary sells to the parent company, then there is a lot of suspicion with regard to the price. So, transfer price is the price at which divisions of a company transact with each other, such as trade of supplies, labor between departments, and these are used when individual entities of a multinational corporation, individual entities of a larger multinational corporation are treated and measured as separately run entities. So, this company based in India and its parent company in Seoul, when there is selling takes place for cars, the pricing is transfer pricing, that is among the related entities, that is among the parent company and subsidiary, right. So, when such type of transactions takes place, then there is lot of scope for suspicion. So, as to avoid that, government has gone for advanced pricing agreements. We will come to it little while from now. And if you look at multinational corporations, MNCs, quite frequently we hear about. This is not hard and fast definition, and it is somewhat the definition which is normally accepted. What is the meaning of multinational corporation? They will have centralized headquarters in one country, managed from one country. They will have offices, manufacturing facilities, assets in more than one country, and derives at least a quarter of their revenue from operations outside their home country. They derive at least a quarter of their revenue from operations outside their home country. So, this is multinational corporation. Now, advanced pricing agreements are APAs. This is quite often in the news. I put it in the PPT form, I told you number of times, but go through this PPT, it is the term related to taxation. Any type of international transaction can be covered under this. The international transactions are complex and involve more than one country and difficult to tax. An advance pricing agreement is the prior agreement between a taxpayer and the tax authority with regard to the appropriate transfer pricing methodology, right. This is for a set of transactions for issue over a fixed period of time. Basically, what is the purpose of advanced pricing agreements? To inculcate certainty in international transactions, tax certainty in international transactions, right. So, these are to overcome the issues due to transfer pricing between related parties. Example, I have already told you, this related parties, this subsidiary and the parent company. So, now when the transaction is between related parties, then it gives tax certainty. The concept of advanced pricing agreements was introduced in India through the Finance Act 2012. Then 7 exoplanets were found, and this is the largest collection of Earth-like planets in the habitable Goldilocks zone of a star. I think we discussed it previously. TRAPPIST-1. This exoplanet system was found, and they are 40 light years away, and because of this discovery of this TRAPPIST-1 transiting planets and planetesimals small telescope, this is popularly known as the TRAPPIST-1. And now the salient points I have given here. These are the largest collection of Earth-like planets in the habitable Goldilocks zone of a star, and 3 planets were found last year and 4 more were found now. And most important is, what is the meaning of Goldilocks zone, what is exoplanet, what is a dwarf star? I asked a question in the Q&A, I will discuss there. You should have clear idea about what is meant by exoplanet, what is the Goldilocks zone, this is very important. Then dwarf star, then on-tap licensing. On-tap licensing, what is the meaning? I am asking a question in the Q&A session, I will discuss there. And this guidelines for universal banks, because the RBI has stated that it is going for on-tap licensing for universal banks. Then the next one is rationalization of centrally sponsored schemes was approved, and now the schemes came down drastically, and frequently we talk about what is core of core schemes, what is core scheme, what is optional scheme, core of core schemes and core schemes and optional schemes. Please go through this slide, you will have a lot of information here. Then collective investment schemes is in the news. What is the meaning of collective investment schemes? Collective investment schemes are contributions or payments made by the investors or pooled. The investments from around 1000 people, 2000 people, they are pooled and subsequently utilized with a view to receive profits or income. It is managed by some entity on behalf of the investors, and investors do not have day-to-day control of the management. So, here collective investment schemes, they are regulated by SEBI when total investment corpus is 100 crores or more. So, collective investment schemes is into the news. Then National Committee on Trade Facilitation or NCTF was set up. This is the agreement, this is the committee which is required as per trade facilitation agreement. India signed trade facilitation agreement, and because of that India set up this National Committee on Trade Facilitation. So, here remaining things I have given here, please go through it, and with this we will conclude today's revision class, and tomorrow we will meet at the same time. So, please do join for Q&A, which we are going to deliberate within few minutes. Right friends, with this let us conclude today's revision class, and some of the new aspects we discussed today, like that daily we try to discuss some new concepts, but I am not able to differentiate, I am not able to bifurcate environment, economy like that for paucity of time, that is one aspect, and preparing one particular stream is not that easy within the shortest possible time. So, under these circumstances, please go through these revision modules, but when you complete 30 modules, you will have lot of information in your mind by the time you write the examination. Right friends, have a nice day, thank you.